Hi guys, um, we are from VALI RAMESHWAR'S IAS Academy, and we'll be dealing with daily current affairs on a daily basis. We'll also do a multiple choice questions at the end of the month so that it will be easy for you to revise whatever you have learned on a daily basis. Okay, and affairs play a very important role in all your competitive exams. Um, our institute has slashed the prices tremendously to 6,900. For a period of 6 months, you can view all the recorded classes. And because the mode of preparation for all the exams is almost the same, when you take group 4, 3 to 1, it's almost the same, but it's just the approach which goes different. Like for group 2, you might be more focusing on the facts and names and years. And for the one, it might be like if you're taking a report like the Oxfam report, which we'll be dealing today, it'll be more like a value addition for your answer, wherein you are talking about the disparities in income amongst the different countries. So, or let's go into the topic today. The thing is, this report of Oxfam, which is very famous, is named Takers, Not Makers, emphasizing that whatever has been taken from India has not added any value to our income. Okay, but basically ఏ current affairs మనం చదువుకున్నా it is always static and dynamic, so we also need to know from where this report originates. So this Oxfam report is made by the UK, and almost 21 independent NGOs contribute to it, and it was started in way back in 1942 after the end of the World War II, because it was talking about the disparities amongst different countries. Then the newest report, has been highlighted everywhere. It is UK's richest 10% extracted half of wealth from India during colonialism. And it is only talking from the period of 1765 to 1900. Almost 200 years of colonialism we have suffered through. Kani adi mottam, it's not taking into purview. It's only taking from 1765 to 1900. Anta lopale, and we have lost so much. Okay. So we can clearly see it's 64.82 trillion dollars from 1765 to 1900, like I said, and 33.8 trillions went to the richest 10%. What it majorly says is the middle class of UK, which has taken this amount, వాళ్ళు ఇప్పుడు ఎమర్జింగ్ రిచెస్ట్ క్లాస్ అనమాట వాళ్ళ దగ్గర. Okay, why still we are a developing country and they're all developed? Might be because of this. Okay, next. Then, now what it says is, after 100 years of exploitation, అక్కడ ఏమైందంటే 50 pound notes తోటి if you cover the whole of the city, you can cover it 4 times. So ఇట్స్ అన్ ఎనాలజీ, అంటే ఎంత రేంజ్లో ఎక్స్ప్లాయిటేషన్ జరిగింది అనేది అది డిపిక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, నవ్ ఇన్ 1750 ఇఫ్ యూ సీ, ఇండియా హ్యాస్ కాంట్రిబ్యూటెడ్ టు ఆల్మోస్ట్ 25% of the global industrial output. The indigo revolution and things like that, we were commercially exploited. Okay, indigenous products nunchi we went all ahead for the commercial. It is because whatever they demanded, and it led to what in UK? It led to the industrial revolution. Then, and way back in 1900, they had implemented all the tariffs, imposed all the tariffs. Protectionism okkada start అయిపోయింది. Start అయిపోయిన తర్వాత we lost all our commercial operations, and our industrial output has plummeted down to mere 2%. From what it was, from 25%, it has come down. That is why India bounces from primary sector to service sector, and we do not concentrate on the manufacturing sector, which is in the case of China. So that sector is always hampered. Then, now this takers not makers is the report about UK. So the billionaires have skyrocketed 3 times faster in 2023. Okay, and they surpassed over $2 trillion, and 204 billion years are there and 4 billion years are coming up each week. Okay, these things you can quote it in your group 1 answers or also in your UPSC, but even in group 2, 3 and 4 they can be asked as bits. These stats can also come up because of the changing scenario and the changing way of the questions being framed. Okay, then this is about particularly about India, wherein it is saying that 1%. Now, this 10% of the Indian population holds 77%, like, which is clearly visible when you can look at the marriages held at Ambani's, or when Ambani's can afford a 1 million ticket for the swearing in ceremony of Trump. Those are all examples of how the wealthy are and how much disparities there. Then 73% of the wealth generated in 2017 is just going to the 1%, and 670 million Indians comprise of the poorest, which hold only 1% of the wealth. Then comes 70. Do remember these things: 1%, 70. There are 119 billion years in India. They have crossed over 101 in 2017 నుంచి 9. So escalation అవ్వట్లేదు. The number of billion years are not increasing, but the amount of the wealth they are holding has always been increasing by leaps and bounds. Okay, between 2018 and 22, 70 new million years every day have been added. Then their fortune, as we talked about, has increased by 10 times, okay, which is almost higher than our estimated GDP of 1 year. Okay. Now, Mukesh Ambani making a lot of money is also adding to the GDP, but not as much. Okay, and 63 million. Now, they are not able to access the healthcare. Okay, even after missions like Ayushman Bharat, digital health missions, even then we are not able to accomplish health for all. And it is saying that it will take almost 941 years for a minimum wage worker in a rural area to earn what a CEO earns in a garment factory. Okay, now 941 years is almost like 11, 12 lifetimes of a person. So even after generations, he will never reach the level of the richest person. So that much of disparity, the relative poverty is ever increasing. An Oxfam report is very authentic, even though it is subject to few discrepancies. Even then, it is still useful for your answers. Thank you.